I just got done watching this video on YouTube of Dave Pulcinella and this young kid Ian in a debate, and immediately thought I gotta grab this video camera and put my own 2 cents in about what I just saw. So Dave, if any of you don't know, if you look up Raising the Bar, you'll find Dave Pulcinella. His last name's hard to spell, but Dave's been competing in bodybuilding for the last 20 years. Got to the national level and missed his pro card by 1 point. Retired and has over 10,000 clients that he's trained over the last 20 years. Now, needless to say, Dave has experience. He didn't read a book and then goes out there. He has in-gym experience, practical experience on himself and these other people. Now, this 19-year-old kid comes along and wants to dispute things that Dave is saying based on science that he's read. Now, here's the problem I have with it. I'm watching this video and I want to grab this kid and wring his neck because he's spitting out all this science that is not based on bodybuilding. It's not based on real world things. It's based on regular people, and it's not based in the time frame that bodybuilders do it, like Dave said. Now, in 2013, we are coming around to, I wouldn't say it's a new age, but we're the age of the internet, which means that any keyboard cowboy can find a little bit of research and become an expert. So I see this kid who's a supposed expert who's 19 years old, and he doesn't look like he even lifts weights. Not an athlete. He looks like McLovin from Superbad, matter of fact. And people are actually taking his advice. He's 19. I remember being 19. I remember going through all the science, all that stuff when I was 19 because I didn't have the in-gym experience. Now, 20 years, fast forward 20 years, I've been in the gym training 22 years. I agree with Dave 100% that not everything that's backed up by science happens with the human body. You just can't take into account the fact that the human body's a living thing, and the human body's not an exact science. I mean, when you go to the doctor, he'll listen to you about your symptoms and then prescribe you a medication. Now, he'll also tell you that if you don't feel better within a week, call and they'll prescribe you another medication because he's not really sure what's wrong with you. He's taking an educated guess based on your symptoms. So if a doctor can't be exact, how can this 19-year-old kid be exact? And then the kid goes on to talk about how he has done the whole bodybuilding diet, 20 weeks, every 2 hours. And he bulked up he said he was anorexic, okay? He bulked up from 100 pounds to 230 pounds. So obviously, gaining muscle and gaining weight worked, okay? Eating like the bodybuilder worked. It served its purpose. Then he said he proceeded to cut down by doing the chicken breast and broccoli and sweet potatoes and get down to 175. So again, he just proved again that the bodybuilding diet works. His whole theory of, what he's trying to spit out, he just proved himself wrong by saying that he did both diets and bulked up and trimmed down doing it. Now, his big complaint is that teenagers, college students, etc. shouldn't be doing the eating every 2 hours. It's not needed, da-da-da-da-da. Look, if you weigh 115 pounds and you want to be 230 pounds, you better feed your body. If you want to do a bodybuilding competition, you better eat every 2 hours. If you want to be a pro contender, if you want to be a fitness model, if you want to get in magazines, you better learn how to live the lifestyle or it's not going to happen. Part of the big thing that's going on nowadays is a lot of people, due to the internet, wanting to get involved in competitions and wanting to get involved in the fitness industry, and they want it to be easy. It's not easy. You have to live the lifestyle, which means that if you're going on a day trip, you're bringing your cooler with you. You're packing your meals, you're bringing your cooler with you. You're taking a flight to your parents' house for holidays, you're taking a cooler through security. You're bringing your food with you. When you land, you're going to the supermarket and you're getting your food. This is how it's done. So, this whole, science doesn't back this up, science doesn't back that up. Look, bodybuilders, bottom line, everybody out there who's trying to get in shape, everybody out there who's trying to build muscle, who's trying to lose fat, bodybuilders have been doing this for the last 70 years. Every year, we diet down to a low body fat percentage, and every year we gain muscle to be better at our given sport. That means that we've got this whole getting in shape thing down to a science, whether it be bro science or not. It works, and we do it without fail every year. So how is a 19-year-old kid going to spit about how it's done? He doesn't look like he's even trained with weights. He's trying to tell Dave, a top national competitor, he was a national champion, that it doesn't work. Just ridiculous. So be aware of who you're talking to on the internet, whether it be a coach or someone like this guy. He's got a page, a website or a web page or something like that, and people are actually following his advice. How? Are you kidding me? With the people that are out there with the qualifications and in-gym experience, you're going to take the word of a 19-year-old bookworm who's never done any of this stuff. He doesn't even been on this earth long enough to try the things that are out there. But he read a book. I think that I would rather have a surgeon doing my brain surgery who's done a few surgeries already himself. Or I want a dentist who's pulled some teeth. I don't want these guys who've just read a book and decide to go in and do surgery on me. Hope that makes sense.